Hey guys, a warm welcome back to the channel. Today I'm really excited to share my experience with the SnugNiture 2 PCS4X2X2FT raised garden bed galvanized planter, the brown deep root boxes that I've been using in my backyard. If you've been looking to start a small vegetable, herb, or flower garden at home, these raised beds are a complete game changer. I've tried a few different planter options before, including wooden and plastic ones, and this set really stands out in terms of durability, ease of use, and overall practicality. First off, the size and build quality are what initially impressed me. Each box measures 4 feet long, 2 feet wide, and 2 feet deep, giving you plenty of space for growing vegetables with deeper root systems like tomatoes, carrots, or even bush beans. The galvanized steel construction is super sturdy, so it doesn't bend or warp like thin plastic planters or untreated wood. I also love that the brown finish gives it a natural, earthy look that blends well with any backyard or patio setup. These aren't just functional, they actually look nice too. Assembly was surprisingly simple. All the pieces fit together easily, and I didn't need any special tools. It took me less than 30 minutes per box to get them ready for soil. The corners and edges are reinforced, so even when filled with soil, the boxes hold their shape perfectly without bulging. I appreciate that because I've had other garden beds where the sides start to bow out once they're full of dirt and plants, and it just looks messy and unstable. Once I added soil, these raised beds drained really well. The galvanized steel allows water to pass through the drainage holes at the bottom while keeping the soil contained, so you don't have to worry about water logging or plant roots sitting in water. I planted a mix of herbs, lettuce, cherry tomatoes, and some flowers, and everything grew evenly. The deep 2-foot height is perfect for root vegetables too, so I can plant carrots, beets, or radishes without worrying about hitting the bottom or constraining growth. Another thing I really like is how portable these boxes are. They're not super heavy when empty, so I can move them around the garden if I want to optimize sun exposure or rearrange my layout. Even when filled with soil, they stay stable because of the sturdy steel, but having the option to shift them a little is nice. They also keep the garden organized and contained, which is especially helpful for a small backyard or patio space. Maintenance is really low effort. The galvanized steel resists rust and corrosion, so I don't have to worry about replacing them anytime soon. Cleaning is easy too, I just hose them down when needed, and the surface doesn't stain easily. Unlike wooden raised beds, there's no concern about rot, pests, or termites eating away at the structure, which makes these a long-term investment for anyone serious about gardening. In terms of versatility, these beds are fantastic. I've seen people use them for vegetables, flowers, herbs, and even small shrubs. You can customize the soil mix, add fertilizers, or even line them with fabric for better moisture control if you want. The possibilities really feel endless. Plus, having 2 boxes gives me the option to plant different crops in each, rotate them seasonally, or separate herbs from flowers to avoid overcrowding. The only thing to keep in mind is that these boxes are best for outdoor use. Since they're metal, they can get hot if left in direct sunlight all day, so I recommend placing them where they get a mix of sun and shade depending on the plants you're growing. Other than that, they're nearly perfect for anyone who wants a clean, organized, and productive garden without spending a ton of money on expensive wooden or custom-built options. Overall, I would say these SnugNiture 2 PCS raised garden beds are an excellent choice for anyone looking to grow vegetables, herbs, or flowers at home. They are sturdy, easy to assemble, low maintenance, and visually appealing. They provide enough space for deep-rooted plants, offer proper drainage, and can last for many seasons thanks to the galvanized steel construction. Whether you're a beginner gardener or just looking for a reliable way to expand your garden, these boxes make planting and growing plants much easier and more organized. If you're thinking about adding them to your garden setup, click the link below for the best price. These raised beds have made my gardening routine more efficient, more enjoyable, and honestly a lot less stressful. You can plant multiple crops, keep your garden tidy, and even move them around when needed. That's my full review of the SnugNiture 2 PCS4X2X2FT raised garden bed galvanized planters. I hope this helps you decide if these are right for your backyard or patio garden. Let me know in the comments what you're planning to grow in yours. I'd love to hear your ideas and tips too.